you're in a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant or an Indian restaurant, and you notice that everybody that works there, nobody seems to know any English, and nobody seems to be real happy about being there. And so you're kind of wondering about your little server person. And so you say something like, so where are you from? And they may say wherever. And do you miss your family? Do you ever get to go back and see them? So you're just being curious, you're not causing any trouble. If they won't even answer questions like that, and they get real scared and jittery, and next thing you know, they disappear and somebody else is out there at your table, that's a big red flag, because they've been told, don't talk to anybody. And if you can get past that and they're talking to you, it's like, so what do you do with your tip money? And if the person says, I don't get to keep my tip money, big red flag. You've probably got a trafficking situation on your hands. One of the reasons, there's a book called Not for Sale, which was one of the big catalysts of starting the human trafficking awareness movement. And the guy who wrote it was saying, here he was, this big advocate, teaching all these people about it and stuff. But his favorite, I think it was an Indian restaurant that he used to go to all the time. One day he drove up and a man was carrying the carpet out to the van, and he saw a little foot sticking out of it. And then he got some girl and was trying to put her in the van, and she started screaming bloody murder. And next thing you know, they discovered that he was a trafficker. His favorite restaurant, he was like, I went to that restaurant, I was right there, I know what to look for, and it still was right in front of my face. And so it's kind of scary when you think about it. But within the medical community, you're going to have these pregnant girls coming in, but where's the guy? And the guy that does come, he's not a father, he's an owner, and you can't ask her any questions because he won't let you. And so if there's some way to get her alone, get her away from him, that's your best bet, because while he's in the room, you're never going to get anywhere. And so it's, oh, you know what? There's something I need to show you, but it's just for us girls, and you take her out. Because if you ask him to leave, it's not going to work. So he's not going anywhere. And so if you can get her to leave, be like, you know what? I'm just going to show this to her. I'll be right back. And if you can, shut the door, do something to keep him in there, and you walk her, or say we've got to do some tests in the bathroom, in the girls' bathroom. So he may follow you all the way to the girls' bathroom, but he probably won't come in the girls' bathroom with you. And if you can just get that little window of time, if you can get the window of time, you can be open and say, listen, it looks like you're in trouble, and there are people who want to help you. I want to help you. They need to hear that from somebody in the whole world, because at this point, everybody in their world wants to use them. Nobody wants to help them. So we assume they know that we want to help them, but that's not the case. If it looks like they might be from a foreign country, telling them it is illegal for somebody to use you, it is illegal for somebody to beat you, it is illegal for somebody to hurt you. We have laws that will help you, and we want to help you. I want to help you. And if you can get that woman your phone number, or if you can tell her, I'm going to be here until such and such a time, if you can get back here, I will help you find a safe place to stay, or I will get you some help. Basically just letting them know that there's somebody out there. Get them the human trafficking hotline. That is the 911 of human trafficking. They're fantastic. They have access to law enforcement all over the country. They have access to over 100 different languages. You can text them totally anonymously. So you can give that number to her and say, if you can just even text them, they can help you. That's their job. That's what they do. They know how to handle, and especially if you're in a situation like this looks dangerous, you can even say, excuse me, I've got to go get those test results. While you're getting the test results, call them or text them and say, I've got a situation in room such and such in my hospital. This looks urgent. What am I supposed to do? And they can either tell you what to do, or they say, we're sending somebody, help is on the way. I know that legally you're supposed to report stuff anyway, but there is a law called the Safe Harbor Act that, again, is a great thing. If you've got a minor, somebody under 18, she's a victim, no matter what she says. And I love that, because back in the day, they used to arrest the girls. You got all these 15-year-olds in jail, and their human traffickers are just going to find more girls. It's easy enough. And now they get the girls, they can get them to a safe house, they can get them help, they can get, they're victims now. But of course, your victims aren't going to be told that. So again, if you've got an under 18, call it in, because they can get them the help, and you can tell them what happened to you is not your fault. You are not responsible for it. You are a victim, and we want to help you. We want to help you get home. We want to help you get help. If they're over 18, it's a little stickier, because it's based on their choice. You can't help them unless they want to be helped. But again, I'm here for you. If they're saying, no, you can come back here. This is the days that I work. You know, this is the number you can call. Because later in the night, that one girl that got trafficked out of her own home, she started the soap ministry. Because she said, you know, I just wished I had something that made me feel clean. But she said, if I had known about the human trafficking hotline, I would have called it just to have somebody to talk to sometimes in the middle of the night. And that might have been the beginning of her being able to get free. And that was actually quite a few years ago. She did not even know what human trafficking was until later as an adult. She went to college again after about 20 years, and she heard about it, and she was like, oh my goodness, that's what happened to me. It wasn't this isolated thing of me, it's a thing. And that's when she started doing the soap ministry, because she wanted to help other girls find out you can get help, you can get out of this situation. Okay, so that's it for that.